It's recording.
It's recording already?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know those outtakes?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're Duncan Peterson from the Gilded Piano. Okay. So we're recording this video. We're recording in this video our method for when we're rebushing keys, how to make sure that the front rail pins are straight. And what I mean by that, let's explain that a little bit more. The front rail pins are oval shaped. They're thinner this way than they are this way, whereas the balance rail pins are round. They're the same diameter no matter what direction. One technique that technicians use as key bushings get sloppy, we're doing new bushings and new key tops on these, but on older pianos, as those key bushings get sloppy, one quick way to fix that is to rotate the pin like that, and it takes out the wiggle. Does that make sense? Okay. If it doesn't, leave a comment below and I can explain a little more. Now, the way that I was taught to rectify this, it's hard to see at a glance if they're straight or not. So take a tool like this, and at first you can sort of rotate it and visually see if it's the same angle that way, the same angle that way. Now in this case, you can see that the angles, this is a square angle, and this is not a square. So obviously that pin is not straight. I want to bring it to there and to there. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Now, that's pretty close probably, but we decided that instead of trying to go through visually and do it like this back and forth, we have an Angleizer, a digital angle finder, and we don't use the number. We just go like this and make sure those two lines are parallel. All right there. And then we flip it around like this. Let me make sure we're working with the same pin. We'll say that's the pin right there. So if this is parallel, which it's not, it's off a little bit. Okay. See how that is parallel?
Yep.
And is that parallel?
From the phone's angle, it looks pretty parallel.
Looks pretty parallel. Okay.
Now,
if this angle were different, let's make a dramatic change here. Then obviously that versus this is not the same. So that's not going to be a good angle to compare. Oh, look at that. So that's all right, there and there. So we're trying to find the angle of this again where it's equidistant. See what I mean? So it's there and here. So it's a combination of getting one pin straight and then finding what angle the tool and the Angleizer are parallel at from both directions. Right there. Yep. More or less parallel if I go like this a little bit, and if I go like this a little bit, then they're a little closer to. And then from there, I can just take every key and go boom, 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 and make the tool and the straight edge parallel with each other. Let's say they're all wonky like this. They're all which way. Now I just really messed it up. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be able to see the outliers. Oh boy, okay. See how I put my tool on there and I could see right away. I don't have to use my, I can be a little more specific with how, whoa. All right.
I'm gonna turn that one all the way around.
I might have, it was pretty bad. And you can see that. You know, this straight edge is not parallel to that tool. I'm gonna crank it, boom. Same thing here. Oh man, there we go. There we go. Make sure you're riding the tool across the either the pins or the front of the keyframe. We're shooting for consistency here, and so that it's so all the pins are straight. And there we go. So that's how we're combining this tool with an Angleizer, a digital angle finder, to straighten out the front rail pins. At the end of your using the Angleizer, you can always do a visual check, as David well pointed out. Thank you, David.
After we stop recording.
and just make sure there's nothing that looks out of line. I'm looking at this line here, not the back ones. We haven't done that yet. And sometimes it'll pop out at you if something is out of order. Okay, there you go.